I'm evaluating the basic fundamentals of first step of reading a ground ball that comes to her or miss it, the speed at which she gets there, and her deceleration, her ball-glove transfer, and a strong, accurate throw, whether she's fielding a bunt or a routine ground ball, both looking to see if she's got great mechanics on fielding the forehand and the backhand. Does she have the ability to have a nice wide base when she fields the ball so her legs are underneath her to allow her to have that strong, accurate throw, because we know the leg position is going to allow her to do that. And the second part is actually pitching. And I will look at the basic fundamentals of the pitch motion based on what the pitch is. But more importantly, I'm looking at if they have speed, where do they have the speed in what pitch? Is she a fastball thrower that also has a rise ball? Do they complement each other? Does she have a pitch in another zone to complement her strength? So as a pitcher, you're going to get a reputation. Oh, she's a down ball thrower, or she throws up, or she's a power pitcher. And I'll look at what your reputation is, but I want to see if you can put combinations of pitches together to allow that strength to succeed. Because when you get to college, you can't have one pitch. When you get to college, all pitchers are able to throw on the black part of the plate. All pitchers are capable of putting another pitch in combination with their go-to pitches to be effective. So I look at how they put their combinations of pitches together. I look at, are they smart when they're ahead on the count against good hitters? I evaluate, are they on a pitch sequence combination that never changes? So that's a red flag for me, because I want a pitcher to work her combinations based on the type of hitter. Then I want her to work the combinations when that same hitter is up again. I want to see her switch those combinations up. So as an opponent, I never can say, oh, she's going to throw that fastball to strike 90% of the time, and then she's going to come back with a changeup 90% of the time. I look for pitchers that are not predictive. We could go back in history to current day that great pitchers ascend to the top in these few areas. They have mastery of the strike zone. They have great pitch combinations. They have two pitches that are in different zones, and they have a faster and a slower pitch. So it may not be necessarily a fastball and a change, but it could be a drop curve. It could be a screw and an off drop. Those are the standards. Those are the fundamentals that all great pitchers that get to the top have. College coaches will always be attracted to somebody that has complete mastery of the black part of the plate. So I want to see you be able to land that ball 20 out of 20 times right on the black inside part of the plate. I want to see you be able to pitch that ball 20 times out of 20 times on the black outside part of the plate, no matter what type of pitch you have. I do like to see a lot of break if you have breaking ball pitches, but I would rather have somebody that has pitch mastery. So I'll sacrifice a little bit of bend if I know you can deliver on your primary pitch and you can deliver on your secondary pitch all the time when it comes to strikes. Because we know as pitchers, you're not always going to get your pitch in your zone with that umpire. So you always have to have plan B in your back pocket that I know on any day, rain or shine, good conditions, bad conditions, good umpire, bad umpire, I can rely on these two pitches. And I always tell coaches, teach your kids two pitches that get delivered in two zones that are two different speeds. Let's keep it simple. I know pitching is complicated. I'm not a pitching coach, but that's what I look for. Two pitches in two zones, different speeds, different planes. Being able to master that consistently puts you in a really, really special group of people. And that will get the attention of those coaches out there that are looking at you and your skill level overall. I look to see how well you react after failure. Now, this is a fundamental that I look at. I actually have a criteria in my mind on failure recovery. I call it competitive greatness. What's their competitive greatness, no matter what position they play, on defense and offense? If they have a high competitive greatness, and that just simply means she's unshakable. She doesn't have to be perfect, so she knows how to recover after failure. So are you a pitcher? You can go ahead, give up that home run. We used to say you hit her bat. So as a pitcher out there, from this day forward, you don't really give up home runs, you just hit her bat. I wanted to see how well you engaged with your teammates after. Do you put your head down and start kicking the dirt? Does everybody say, oh, stay away, we got to give her time? Or could you come together and she could engage with eye contact, tell everybody, my bad, we got one out, I hit her bat, let's get the next one. And that was very important to me. There are years I recruited kids simply on that alone. They may not have been the biggest, fastest, the most efficient, but I would take that competitive kid because she's going to come into the program and be a great fighter and when the game gets hard. So we're going to hit their bat sometime. And I liked a pitcher that when her infield or outfield broke down, that she would engage. She would reach out, look them in the eye, and say, I got you, we'll get the next one.